Breaking news. If Meghan Markle and Prince Harry thought that their peace summit would go according to their plan, then they really do need to think again, as a palace insider has issued a damning response that destroys Harry and Meghan's plan. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? Because breaking news, if Megxie and Hazza thought that their peace summit would go according to their plan, then they really do need to think again, because a palace insider has issued a damning response that destroys Hazza and Megxie's plan. Now, initially, we had one palace insider issue a 4-word remark about this peace summit, and this is what they had to say. According to People magazine, the insider stated in just 4 words, it's a positive step. They then added, quote, there's optimism that it can be taken forward. Now, this initial statement was very pro-Hazza and Megxie, wasn't it? And I do wonder who that palace insider really was, who spoke to none other than freaking People magazine, who a lot of us believe is essentially the mouthpiece for Hazza and Megxie anyway. Well, we do have the Spectator coming to the rescue because they are much more reliable. And if Hazza and Megxie thought in any way, shape or form that this peace summit would be their golden ticket to a royal family reconciliation, then think again, because here is the Spectator with their headline saying King Charles and Prince Harry will not be reconciling anytime soon. Now, they write, quote, a well-briefed source told the Mail on Sunday, not sparing the cliches, that there's a long road ahead, but a channel of communication is now open for the first time in years, stressing that there was no formal agenda, just casual drinks. The Clubland equivalent of Deep Throat reflected that there were things both sides wanted to talk about. But, guys, if Hazza and Megxie thought that this peace summit would allow them to worm their way back into the royal family, not a freaking chance. A proper palace insider is turning around and saying they're not reconciling anytime soon. King Charles won't have it. Prince William definitely will not have it. And for those that think Megxie and Hazza are not desperate for a reconciliation, thinking that they're successful all on their own, talking to the sugar squad out there, hey up morons. Well, morons, think again. They are totally desperate for a reconciliation now with the royal family. I believe, a pity conspiracy theory or whatever, they found out the grass is not always greener on the other side. We all remember this little moment from a couple of months back. Soon after Hazza completely lost, right, his lawsuit to try and get back fully funded taxpayer security on his terms, how he wanted it, he then does this disastrous interview with the BBC, and amongst other things said that he wanted to reconcile with the royal family. He says, quote, I can't see a world in which I would bring my wife and children back to the UK at this point. Not a problem. No one's crying over that, to be fair. He then says there have been so many disagreements between myself and some of my family, but he says he's now forgiven them. Oh, how magnanimous of him. He's forgiven them? Dude, should be the other way around. It's not you that should be giving forgiveness to the royal family. The royal family that should be, if they wanted to, giving forgiveness to him. It's as simple as that as far as I'm concerned. The ego on this dude is astounding. And the delusions, even more so. Because he then says, I would love a reconciliation with my family. There's no point continuing to fight anymore. Life is precious. He says the dispute over security had always been the sticking point. Well, now that our courts have decided that he ain't going to get what he wants and he can bog off back to Montecito, Well, that sticking point has now been removed. And now he thinks that he can reconcile with the royal family. After everything that he and Megsy have put him through over the last 5 years plus, I don't think so. And as far as I'm concerned, proper palace sources are also turning around and saying that if Hazza and Megsy's plan via this peace summit was some cockamamie way to worm their way back in like the snakes that they are and reconcile with the royal family, then they need to think again. Because they proper insiders are saying that King Charles will not reconcile with Hazza anytime soon. And it ain't only King Charles that Hazza's got to worry about, but the next in line himself, Prince William, who definitely, according to reports, will not give him or Megsy the time of day. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. What do you think to the palace's response to this quote-unquote peace summit? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're watching on X, please make sure you're following me at Stef The Alter Nerd for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Thank you so much to all of you that's tuned in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.